I've talked about this many times on the channel. What time of year do you want to run into a bear out there in the wilderness? There's certain times of year you really want it to be that time of year, and certain times of year you really don't want it to be that time of year. Good time of year, the dead of winter, when almost all of them are sleeping. You might walk right past them, not even know they're there. You might not even have an encounter at all, even though you're within 20 feet of one. And I know it can be that close because I myself was out timber cruising, and we look over after working in a plot for 20 minutes, and we've been standing there yelling 18 meters tall to Dave as he's writing it down. I'm drilling into the core. I'm 80 years old. I look over. I'm oh look, there's a bear den. The bear's sleeping in there. Anyways, that's got nothing to do with this video. So then another time is spring is a little better than the fall. They're grumpy, but they're also really where am I? I'm out of it. So they often are stupid in the spring. They kind of do dumb things. They're kind of I'm out of it. I don't know what planet I'm on. I just want some food. Do you got any food? And they get into trouble, and they don't really mean to. In the summertime, there's food everywhere. It's plentiful. The bears are out there eating. They're having a good time. You bump into them in the bush. They're hey, want some berries? I got some to spare. You're right on, bear. And then the fall comes. You're out there sneaking around hunting, and then you end up getting your ass kicked by some bear you surprise. Now, I don't know what triggered this confrontation, but we have a bear attack that happened just over the mountains from me, right over here on the McBride side of the range. Not on my side. On the 12th, over the weekend. Let's have a little look at some of the details. There it is. This is bad news. My God. Falling out right now. Anything could happen. Get on! Wow. I'll watch the video later. They dry up in this. Some of you don't know where this attack took place, so it's kind of an area to the east of Prince George, up off the Upper Fraser, and out to these individual mountains there near Longworth, right? Not far from Penny. Not far from Penny on Highway 16. There's the farm cabin up the Pass Lake Road. You can see it's up in the mountains there, up on the ridge there. Nice sort of ski cabin, snowmobile cabin, things like that in the beautiful, beautiful mountains of British Columbia. Here is where this attack took place, at the farm cabin. Oh, because I'm talking about bears, I'm going to get all the people back hey, idiot, you don't know anything about your bears, idiot. The bears are all evil, all of them. Well, like I say, this time of year, I'm wary of them. I'm wary of running into a grizzly bear in October. It's the month of the year I don't want to see a bear at all unless I'm driving by it on the Barkerville Highway at 110 kilometers an hour. I don't speed. I meant 90. At 90 kilometers an hour. That's right, 90 kilometers an hour. I don't want some motherfuckers like these guys to come and shoot me because I'm driving too fast. Before we talk about the bear attack, what's with this photo? Come on. I'm really unimpressed by the photo, to be honest. It's kind of this new ice photo that they're doing now. It's Kristi Noem will have the photo of all the men with their guns drawn. It's join ICE today. And they're rappelling down fucking shit. And they're and then they're well, we need to be able to monitor everyone's social media so that we can decide who to deport. It's is this where the conservation officers of British Columbia are going? Are they going to be watching my social media soon because of bears? Come on, what's with the showing off with the big gun? And it's I get it. Sometimes you shoot animals. We know that. Sometimes you're out hunting them, and sometimes it's a little bit intense. Yeah, we get it. But you're not a paramilitary group. You're fucking conservation officers posing with the gun, trying to look all cool. Just do this pose, Bill. Yeah, look at me. I'm macho. Join the conservation officers. Bust poachers. Come down hard on families that are trying to feed each other. Whatever. I'm not against what you guys are doing necessarily. Except for this. Looks stupid. You look like fucking idiots. Okay. Update, grizzly bear incident. McGregor Mountain, October 12th. 2 hikers were seriously injured after encountering a grizzly bear sow with 2 cubs on Farm Cabin Trail near Pass Lake FSR. That's the key here, is it's a sow and she's got 2 cubs, and it's that time of year, and she's not in a good mood, and she comes across people wandering around her, perceived territory. She's going to give you a full score. Ass whooping. They were transported and treated at University Hospital in Northern BC. Both hikers are in stable condition and recovering in hospital. We wish them a full and speedy recovery. Following an investigation, The Conservation Service's Predator Attack Team determined the bear's actions were defensive. Due to the location and nature of the incident, no action will be taken against the bears. The trailhead remains closed, signage is posted, so please avoid the area. And here's some things to remember in bear country. Stay alert and make noise, it says. Talk, sing, or clap regularly to avoid surprising the bears. And that's largely true. As you know, if you're in groups, there's no reason, I guess, to surprise them, right? If there's 2 or 3 of you. But I mean, I'm a little bit different. I'm a lone wolf out there often. I'm often sneaking around and I'm listening around to the jays talk, the ravens talk, the animals making their noises. If you are very experienced in the bush, you will know that what the animals are saying. You'll know the bear's there before it knows you are. So I find when I'm making a lot of noise, I stop paying attention to, the squirrel going. That's telling me a grizzly bear is walking by 200 meters away. And if I just listen to that squirrel who's telling me a grizzly bear is walking by, or a cougar or something like that. So I've heard that often. I've often been well aware before I came across the bear that the tattletale animals were telling each other. Nonetheless, at this time of year, you don't want to surprise the bear. At this time of year, you want to travel in groups. At this time of year, if you bump into them while they have a dead animal and they're protecting that kill, you are in huge trouble. You might get away with that in August where it says, well, you know what? It's August. I got plenty of time to fatten up. Like, I'm not gonna make a big fuss over this kill. It probably doesn't want my kill. I'm just gonna go hide over here and wait for it to move on, and then I'll go back and protect my kill. So their behavior becomes more aggressive, more dominant this time of year. Hike in groups whenever possible. Carry bear spray. No matter what anyone says, bear spray is the #1 effective deterrent of a bear. Your chance of being this asshole and pull your gun out fast enough and shoot a bear that's charging at you effectively, often you hit them and they still keep running at you. People will tell you they shot a bear and it ran 400 meters full of life before it finally dropped to the ground, So, your #1 option, I didn't make this up. I used to not believe this. And that's why it's so frustrating when people are like, oh, idiot. I used to be all macho redneck like you guys too, where I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Take some bear spray. It's just going to blow back in my face and blind me if I actually hit it. I had kind of these attitudes about it. It's better off just to shoot it, I thought. But no, actually, more often, hunters end up shooting each other than the actual bear they're trying to shoot. Get out of here, tiny little bug. Why did it... It's funny. I don't see one of these fruit flies for 3 days, and I sit down to make a video, and it's in my face. It's I want to be in the video too. I want to show the whole world what a disgusting pig you are, Joey. You have a couple fruit flies in your house. They won't go away. I can't make them. Keep a clean camp, okay? Keep a clean camp, okay? Oh yeah. What was I talking about? Bear spray. Keep it accessible. Use it. Be good at it. Practice it. I still don't carry bear spray. Maybe I should. I'm not that concerned whenever I'm in the wilderness here. I'm not that concerned. I'm not concerned that myself or the dog won't know they're out there. I'm not concerned that whatever I'm doing... often this year I've not even been doing a lot of mountain hiking. I've had a couple hikes, but mostly this year I've been out in the bush if I was cutting wood or fishing. Fishing's difficult because you're really quiet. You're really quiet by the side, so sometimes you can have an encounter while fishing that you're not trying to instigate. Anyways, back to the story. Carry your bear spray, folks. It is the most effective deterrent in stopping bear attacks. That's just the number. I didn't make it up. I don't even like it. I don't like carrying the shit around. I don't like getting the vehicle. I don't like people having it around me. That's my personal preference, but I'm wrong. Just so you know, I'm wrong. This is something that I don't do. I don't practice, but I'm telling you, regardless of the fact I don't fucking like bear spray, it's the best #1 effective bear deterrent. It doesn't matter what I used to think. Okay, keep a clean camp. Okay, avoid bear habitat. Steer clear of areas with fresh tracks, scat, or animal carcasses. They may indicate a bear is nearby. At this time of year, too, some of you don't have the sense when you're out in the bush wandering around. It's if I go down there, I'm probably going to put myself into an area where animals are going to be passing back and forth. Never approach bears. Obey trail closures. No matter how calm or curious, keep your distance. Use your binoculars instead of trying to ride them. What do you do in an encounter? Run like hell. No, stay calm. Don't run. Speak in a calm voice. Slowly back away. If the bear charges, stand your ground. and use bear spray. And I totally agree with this. And the conservation officers will tell you this too, that mother black bears will not do what this grizzly sow did. A mother black bear will not charge and attack even one person, let alone two. The mother black bear is going to take off. So understand what bear you're dealing with when you're dealing with the bear. And if it's a mother grizzly bear, you're probably in trouble if it's a month of October. Well, that's just about all I got to say about it today. No action to be taken in grizzly bear attacks. There you go. And there's the nice, sexy picture that conservation officers put out. I mean, this is fucking pathetic. Fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. I mean, I hope the people who got attacked recover pretty soon. I hope this guy recovers from his insanity, and whoever took the photo of him there trying to make it all macho, cool. We're the ice agents of the North, the British Columbia Conservation Officer Service. We're tough guys. Whoa, yeah, it's fucking pathetic, dudes. Okay, that's the show. Hit like, share, subscribe. We'll see you again. Bye now.